Ruhi dropped one of my favorite YouTubers, bro. One of my favorite YouTubers. The world's smallest apartments, 16 square foot coffin homes, Hong Kong's dark reality.
Smallest apartments. They are only 16 square feet in size, and they are known as coffin homes. Inside, it's impossible to stand up or even stretch your arms. Some aren't even wider than the residents' shoulders or longer than their body. Despite this, these coffins are utilized as a living room, a kitchen, and a bedroom at the same time. Hong Kong has had the world's most expensive housing market for 14 years. Around 200,000 people have no choice but to live in these homes.
This is one of the richest cities in the world, and we are gonna witness how these people survive here.
Yo,
Some people have to live
that's
together
a room
in a single
up there?
coffin, and some even barely fit inside their own homes. In this doc,
We're gonna witness how these people survive here.
some people have to live together in a single coffin, and some even barely fit inside their own homes. In this documentary, we'll also spend a full day with a coffin home resident who has lived in miserable conditions for 16 years. First, we're starting with the most comfortable one. Each floor in this building has 20 to 30 coffin-sized subdivided apartments.
Can't even stand up.
This building was not originally designed like this, but through illegal renovations, they split this floor horizontally into two, squeezing in an extra level to fit more people inside. That's why the ceiling height is incredibly low.
Look, one floor has been split in half to create two levels.
This is Coco's home. She's been living here alone for 10 years.
Thankfully,
10? Bro, 10 years like this. Remember, we went to Hong Kong, chat, and we went to the monster apartments, and those were really small. It felt like it was like a 30 square foot apartment. 40 maybe max. But 16, not just 16 square feet, but it's like there's no height. Like you have to crawl into your home. This I've never heard or seen in my life.
I have a window. Normally, coffin homes don't have one. A fridge, a TV, that's it. Since this place is small, you can't have much.
It seems a cockroach got trapped and died inside her rice cooker.
I've seen 3 people pass away in these rooms.
We already watched this? You guys are so fucking... Oh, that's rage bait. I'm not gonna keep falling for it, but like, the vid came out yesterday, my nigga. How? How did we watch it if I wasn't live yesterday?
When the people upstairs close their doors, it's a bit difficult to know when they pass away. When they start to smell, we call the police.
Ew.
The power load is too high.
There's no way that is what... Oh, no. Yo, if fire hazard... It's a miracle that building hasn't burnt down, bro.
So it's easy to catch fire.
The coffin home we're about to visit would feel worse than a prison. But first, let's peel back the walls. Now we're faced with dozens of people packed like sardines. An 800 square foot apartment is divided into 30 coffin-sized units. These homes lack windows for fresh air or even sunlight. And inside each claustrophobic closet is a person silently battling depression and anxiety.
26 people live here, and the smell is overwhelming. The corridor is so narrow that they use the ladder as a shoe rack.
People are stacked like bricks here.
Hello.
How long have you been living here?
About 6 years.
Oh, there's one more guy here. So you stay together?
Yes,
Is he your husband?
my boyfriend.
They live in a space where even one person can hardly fit. Along the walls, hooks hold clothes, bags, and personal items. One side of the headboard doubles as an all-purpose shelf, while the door is packed with electronics and cables. Cleaning supplies and bottles are stored at the bottom. Their trash, the towel they use, fast food packaging, all within inches
He
of the
has to
pillow
tell me
they
how
lay
much this costs, because this shit has to be borderline free for it to be worth it. Genuinely. This is marginally better than just being homeless. At least you have somewhere to put your things, and then you technically do have a roof over your head. But man, yo, I really empathize with the people in Hong Kong, because Hong Kong genuinely is a very expensive place. It just is. And there's not that much space on that little island. And most of it is like, it's mountains. Like Hong Kong is so cool because it's like mountains, city, and water all in one place. It's rare you get all three of those. But the part that sucks is like the locals just get fucked.
their head on. Because there is no window here, they use a fan to cool down. She has a short haircut to prevent herself from getting too hot in the coffin homes.
You don't have ventilation and the air quality is bad here. How do you live like this?
I don't mind. Whatever.
How do you change your clothes in such a small place?
I have to bend and twist. It takes 10 minutes.
What is it like to live here?
It's difficult. Lots of things bite you. Look.
I was wondering what those was. I thought she was on drugs. She's getting bitten by bugs.
What is this?
Bed bugs.
This is a huge problem.
Yeah, biting me all over. They're everywhere. Look how many I caught. They suck blood.
Bed bugs can cause people to get anemia by biting them. They are very common pests in subdivided apartments. A female bed bug can lay up to 500 eggs in her lifetime.
The bed bugs are here. Oh, can you see them?
Yeah.
Ms. Lee went out to get some fast food and came back. She grabs a chair, and their tiny bed turns into a dining table for a moment. In these homes, the internet is almost as important as electricity and water. For most residents, their cell phones are all they have in terms of entertainment.
What is your job?
I'm a part-time cleaner.
How much do you earn per month?
$650 US.
How much is the rent for your unit?
$320 US per month.
So half of your income goes to this 16 square feet unit.
I wonder
don't
why
have
she's
anywhere else to live.
part-time.
People who live at the lower levels of the coffin homes are luckier because they can use this area for storage. They can put their shoes, hang their clothes. It's like extra space, but the ones on the upper level are unluckier. They really struggle with the space. You have to do everything inside that coffin.
2 people though.
Now, we're visiting those upper units in a different subdivided apartment.
That coffin.
Now, we're visiting...
Genuinely, I've never in my life seen a more depressing building. 320 is crazy. On everything I stand for, 320 is like piracy. Charging $320 for that is akin to robbery, my nigga. The landlord must be making a fucking killing. If every small cube is $320, I'd start selling bars, not gonna lie. She thinks, stop trying to fucking bait me into saying things you text.
those upper units in a different subdivided apartment. These coffins don't even have a space for a fan inside, so they are hanging out here in the corridor. To afford the rent prices, some residents have to suffer through awful jobs at horrific hours. Frankie Chow works from 9 p.m. and gets back home at 5 a.m.
Nah, I just watched a nigga crawl into his home.
Frankie Chow works from 9 p.m. and gets back home at 5 a.m.
What is your job?
Metal work.
How
Oh,
much?
I'm about to ask a real question. And I only need real answers from the chat. Would being homeless not be better? Come on, gang. Their whole body's bit up by fucking bed bugs. The lady underneath them is smoking cigarettes every 2 hours. If it's not too cold outside, I don't know what the climate of Hong Kong is. When I was there, it was fucking phenomenal, but I don't know how cold it gets. At least they got a bed. Okay. Watch this. Would you not rather just buy a minivan or maybe an SUV and sleep in there? I can't imagine. Like, the only thing you'd miss out on is having some Wi-Fi. I think a van, there's no way they can't get a van for less than $250 a month. Or $350, was it? No places to park. Can I sleep in your Rolls Royce? That's not what we're talking about right now.
How much do you earn per month?
$150 US.
A van would be more
What's it like to
stress.
live here?
Of course, not good. Narrow.
Maybe.
Really narrow. My cell is very simple. A TV, bed, basic daily stuff, a blanket, and a pillow. Nothing else.
So where do you see yourself?
You can
in
pay off
10
an RV
years?
for $300 a
I'll
month.
be dead by then.
Whoa.
So where do you see yourself in 10 years?
I'll be dead by then.
I just know he's smiling underneath that mask too. What the fuck?
Oh, hopefully no. This place is very tight and a lot of humidity here.
There are even smaller units than these upper units. Now we're on our way to visit someone who can't physically fit inside his coffin.
Brother!
I can't even imagine how difficult it is to live like that. But before moving there, we check the rest of this apartment and realize there is no kitchen. Those who can't afford to eat outside are forced to prepare their food in the filthy bathroom.
He's handling the food near the toilet. They don't have a kitchen, so this is where they have to prepare their meals. This space is also their bathroom.
Ew, nigga, don't zoom in on the fucking toilet!
They even hang their clothes above this toilet, which does not have a lid.
Approximately 7.5 million people live in this city. Get a bird's eye view of Hong Kong, and you'll be faced with a massive metropolitan city rising from the jungle like shoots of bamboo.
Hold on, it is beautiful though. On everything, I stand for Hong Kong. It's one of the most beautiful places I've ever been to. But this area though,
There is only a limited amount of buildable land on the island. With space so scarce, desperate solutions have emerged,
They have to build
including a 10-story building built on top of an 8-story parking garage. This city is at full...
Oh, they built an apartment complex on top of the garage. Yo, there's no way a singular earthquake doesn't take out half this zip code, my nigga. That is fucking insane.
full capacity. We're now in the next apartment. This apartment opens directly into the bathroom.
Brian is just dripping from the walls.
Meet John. His door was open as he couldn't fit inside his home if he closed it. His left shoulder sticks out of the coffin.
He's a big guy and it must be hard to live in such a tight place. How is life here?
Look around. How would you feel?
Do you have any family?
I used to. My wife left me because of my gambling. We're not in touch anymore. No, I only bet a little on horse racing. I ruined myself by gambling.
How do you get by then?
I get welfare.
Living without having any space to move around slowly destroys the body.
What do you do all day?
I have nothing to do. I just watch television. I'm scared to go anywhere. I'm afraid of my legs giving out and collapsing on the ground.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years in the future?
10 years? Probably in a grave.
Hopefully no. Why don't you have a mattress under yourself?
The nigga. Okay, I have to say something. Okay, a few things factually. One, it's expensive to be this fat. Okay. Two, W, acknowledgement of his gambling addiction. And three, he can't even lay flat in his shit, which means he just sits up like this all day. No cushion, just fat to cushion him, bro. The ash doesn't, his elbow, first of all, we can't see it, but the ash is underneath his, whatever this is. It must be a bed bug. Oh, this might be the most depressing person I've ever seen in my life. Straight up. And it's a miracle he's still here with us. Because gambling addiction, morbid obesity, and this is where you live, most people,
I can't fit.
People sometimes sleep without mattresses to avoid a bedbug infestation.
How long have you been living here like this?
18 years.
Many never get to leave. In this concrete jungle, a minimum wage worker would need to save for 1,000 years to buy a 3-bedroom apartment.
Have you applied for government public housing?
what? We have to save for 1,000
years to buy a 3-bedroom apartment.
Have you applied for government public housing?
I just applied. I'll need to wait for a long time to get a home.
Most people wait more than 10 years just to access government housing with lower rent, and even that isn't free. For many of them, the wait list feels like a life sentence. Now, let's say you didn't want to live in a coffin and wanted to have the comfort of standing up in your home. We went to a rental office to show you how much this luxury really costs.
We're in one of the average neighborhoods in Hong Kong. Let's say that you save some money and you want to buy a home. This is one of the cheapest options that you have here. This has only one room and it will cost you more than $1 million.
They make Toronto look like it's Jamaica. Bro, what? 1-bedroom apartment for $1 million United States dollars? Are you fucking serious? Gang, is Hong Kong more expensive than Tokyo? I know Hong Kong is amongst, I know it's in the top 5, But man, I struggle to believe there's places on Earth more expensive than this.
It's a very, very small area. Let's say that you decided to rent. This single bedroom apartment will cost you around $4,000 per month.
And later, you'll see that even owning a grave here is harder than owning a home. What? Per month. And later, you'll see that even owning a grave here is harder than owning a home.
Come on, that's crazy.
In Hong Kong, wealth creates a massive gap between two worlds. Just 75 people own 10% of the country's fortune. So while the ultra-rich cruise around the world in their luxury cars and live in massive houses, the lowest income bracket doesn't even get space to breathe. The life expectancy here is...
So look, New York kind of is similar to this. New York builds up because it's limited by a lot of water surrounding it, the Hudson, whatever, right? But the good thing about New York is if you need more space, you can go to New Jersey. If you need more space, you can go up north. You can spread out, right, and just make your way into New York. It's not that convenient to do that through Hong Kong. I found that out the hard way, bro, when I drove from Hong Kong to Macau. So they don't have the luxury of moving a little bit further away. So they just have to pick a smaller place. And just so you know, most big cities, as they get bigger, this happens. As cities get bigger, if they can't build out, like Toronto, because Toronto's not limited by water, aside from Lake Ontario. So Toronto's suburbs look like what most people would consider cities. All the big suburbs in Toronto, Mississaugas, the Scarboroughs, they all look like what people would consider cities, but they're just suburbs that people just kept building out and up because they could. They can't do that here. So, but good luck. I was 16 square foot home. I would have to think of another solution in life because you can't sell that to me.
One of the highest in the world in '84, many people still have to do back-breaking work, even after retirement, just to afford sky-high housing costs, or they can't survive. That's why elderly people can be seen collecting cardboard on the streets.
The income inequality of life here is very sad. It's like day and night.
If the landlady finds out, we'll be in trouble. I don't care what they're filming it for. She can kick us down. The landlady won't allow it.
We only kept this part in the video to show you how these tenants live in constant fear, knowing their landlords could throw them out at any moment. For those who lose their homes, life on the streets is inevitable.
Oh my God, please.
Mind a bottle of water? I'm really thirsty. Help me open the cap. Put it there. Thank you, thank you.
She felt thirsty, as July is one of the hottest months of the year. The apparent temperature in Hong Kong was around 110 degrees Fahrenheit at the time.
So hot here, so humid.
As soon as I came to this new apartment, I got hit by warm and musty air. The ceiling has tons of mold on it. The air inside Coffin homes is 4
Oh my God, I just became so much more grateful for everything. Genuinely, like, good luck getting me I can't complain about my housing situation ever, bro. This looks like Gotham City, my nigga. And like, not in a good way.
Times more polluted than what's safe to breathe. The entryway is a complete mess. A resident is desperately mopping up dirty water that is constantly dripping onto the floor. Then, I got inside an empty coffin home
Why
myself.
not put a bucket on the ground?
I immediately felt boxed in. Like the walls were closing in on me.
Gotham is good?
This
Yeah,
is
Gotham
the
got
most bare
aura.
bones coffin we've visited. The person who lives here owns almost nothing. On one side, there are stickers on the wall with a blue...
Yo, Ruhi, whatever hotel you stayed in, my nigga, just know you brought bed bugs there, bro. Hey, wherever they had you staying at in fucking Hong Kong, my nigga, just know you created an infestation in that building, my nigga.
Sky, clouds, flowers, and butterflies. It's like an escape from the claustrophobia. On the other side is a metal grate. You feel like you're in a cage. You can't get fresh air or sunlight here.
It's so hot here. Very humid. How do people sleep here? I can't even breathe properly.
You can't convince me. You cannot convince me a van would be better.
Watch
you can't.
YouTube on your mobile phone. Nowhere else to go. Just walk the neighborhood and come back here. Nothing else in your life. While sleeping, there might be a lot of noise from your neighbors. Sad. It's very sad.
Echo?
I wanna go.
In some homes, the front door is just a curtain, so people living inside have zero security.
Hello.
Hi,
What are you cooking?
I'm cooking rice.
There's laundry here.
Ew, nigga, don't zoom in on the undies.
Right in the kitchen, which is practically one with the toilet. This isn't hygienic at all. Here they have a washing machine. They're trying to make the best of this space, but it seems chaotic. My friend had to get on the toilet lid just to get this shot.
She's washing vegetables in the same sink people use after using the toilet. This puts them at a serious risk of contamination, as fecal bacteria like E. coli
Ew. You're gonna fucking leave it in the sink, dude?
salmonella could get on her food and make her sick. Mr. Lee is one of the many people staying in a coffin while still alive. His home is the most crammed one we've seen so far.
I can't find a job because once I was arrested for theft.
Bro, there's no way each of these cells, these jail cells, someone has to pay rent for. No fucking shot. This is a home. There's no way this is a home, bro. There's no way. You can't convince me this is somebody's home, gang. No shot.
We've seen so far.
I can't find a job because once I was arrested for theft. I found a phone in the street and didn't report it to the police. Later, they found it on me and arrested me.
Are prison cells more comfortable than coffin homes?
No. That's just finders keepers. There's nothing wrong with that, bro. All right. Now, a more ethical person would have left the phone alone or left it on some sort of lost and found. But the nigga picked up a phone that was on the ground, bro. Okay. That's not stealing. Stealing would be going in someone's pockets and taking the phone.
Yeah, that's correct.
In Hong Kong, prisoners get 80 square feet of space with a personal toilet.
That's
Unlike
fine.
the 16-square-foot homes, they also have enough space
Sounds like
to
an
stand
upgrade
up
to go to
in.
jail,
In that
bro.
same space, 10 coffin homes could be stacked on
my
top of each other. Now we're going to meet with Wong.
God!
How did you end up here?
It was a long time ago. I'm a poor man now, not a rich man. Before here, I had a house, a wife, and a daughter.
They left you?
Sure,
Do you ever talk to them?
I have no money, so they won't talk to me.
Well, I'm sure there's another part of the story we're not hearing.
How old are you right now?
63. This is my table. It is for everything. Can you see it? I have my clothes inside that. And this is the pot I use for cooking noodles.
Wong invited us to tag along on his short daily routine outside. First, he
Nigga in the chest, I'm getting life in prison. Yo, gang. Okay, I don't think prison would be better. Because at least you could walk outside and have freedom, you know, to breathe air. Like, that freedom is worth a lot, bro. And my cumulative 30 hours in jail taught me that, okay? But man, would this be a depressing way to live life?
He took us to his temple. Despite the temple being closed, Wong insisted on praying at the gates. Despite all the hardships he encounters, he's still thankful for what he has. Along the way, he stopped at the market stall and bought some fruit with the little money he had. Then he went to the restaurant that he had coupons for. The restaurant serves a variety of dishes with a side of rice. They're usually very high in sodium and fats. He felt embarrassed about using meal vouchers, so he preferred to eat at home. The first thing he does is put his groceries into a fridge shared with more than 20 people. After that, Wong climbed into his home.
What you mean they share a fridge with 20 niggas?
Embarrassed about using meal vouchers, so he preferred to eat at home. The first thing he does is put his groceries into a fridge shared with more than 20 people.
Say goodbye.
After that, Wong climbed into his home and started eating his food. His sedentary lifestyle and the unhealthy foods offered at the restaurants are ruining his health.
Look, I have high blood pressure.
Having such high blood pressure can increase the risk of heart complications. However, the cemetery you're about to see shows you that even death is not an escape here.
Every day is the same here. Finish the lunch and watch videos. This is for lunch and dinner.
He carefully rationed his food so he could stretch it for 2 meals.
Do you use illegal substances?
No, I don't. So many people use things like that here.
Once it's dark, the love homes open for business. Wong took us to one nearby that he knew about.
There's a girl in each room. There's someone inside. It says, please wait.
Hold on now. Hey, man, I'm telling you, there's something about this nigga we don't know, chat. You mean to tell me he got arrested because he stole a phone, then all of a sudden he had no bread, his wife and his daughter left him? No, nigga. He has a prostitution addiction. Duh! Something else going on, man. Why would he even bring him here? This has nothing to do with the video. Different guy? Oh, my fault. Stray. I take back what I said. Show me more.
Before moving on, I'd like to thank Isim Ayo, the supported Ayo through the links in the
This nigga's a Ruhi. Did you just tease us with some bitches and then run an ad, my nigga? You are different. Hey, yeah, you know what the fuck you doing, man?
Hi, may I ask the
shit.
price? Are you a customer? Just some people coming to have a look.
He denies visiting these places, but seems to know his way around them just fine.
It's a 1-hour massage for $65 US.
These love homes are actually subdivided apartments too. Because of the housing prices, even these women can't afford full-size units.
Yeah.
If the living stay in coffins in Hong Kong, where does that leave the dead?
Here, even a basic burial plot can cost up to tens of thousands of US dollars, and that is if you're lucky to find one. Recently, a burial plot here was sold for $128,000.
Because they are more affordable, most people rent graves rather than own them. Space is so limited that even graves in public cemeteries are not permanent. After 6 years, the body must be removed and cremated.
Okay, that's enough to make me think after learning everything I learned here, if I was in this position, my next thought would be, which country is most likely to accept me as a refugee, bro? Because there's no fucking way I'm living like this. 0% chance.
As space runs out, cremation has become the only option.
I'll learn a new language,
and the
bro,
ashes rest
but I
in
gotta go
tiny
somewhere
drawers,
else.
no bigger than a shoebox. Just like these ones. The government has promised to end the housing crisis by 2049. About 220,000 people are stuffed into terrible homes in one of the richest places in the world. They are not there to be protected, but to be hidden from the eyes of the rich.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Ruhi Chenet was here.
Yeah, he was. To be fair, he did say 200,000 people. That is a lot of people, but I think earlier in the video he said 7 million people live in Hong Kong. So it's not like this problem is plaguing everybody in Hong Kong. But man, bro, what a way to live. Fuck. Ruhi, that. Illuminating. Good video.